right. Osun indigents celebrate Governor Adeleke's achievement as he clocks 100 days in office. National Population Commission says it requires 869 billion naira for census. And on the foreign scene, Somalia works out peace with breakaway Somaliland. Good evening, welcome to the major report. Babatunde Bolatito is my name. Osun people from all spheres of life have expressed their heartfelt gratitude to Governor Ademola Adeleke for giving them the opportunity to experience good governance in Osun State. Those who spoke in separate interviews with Osbc News against the backdrop of the 100 days anniversary of the governor in office noted that his action has shown that he is a man of his words. Our reporter, Oluchi Amuda, expressed the developmental strides of the governor in this special report.
On the 27th of November 2022, when Governor Ademola Adeleke was sworn in as the 6th executive governor of Osun State, he promised Osun people that he will fulfill his electoral promises with focus on delivery of good governance to the citizenry. His developmental programs, which he unfolded, were based on a 5-point agenda, which includes welfare of workers and pensioners, boosting the state's economy, homegrown infrastructure policy, people-focused policy on education, affordable health care, security and social welfare, as well as industrialization for wealth and job creation.
Our administration is committed to ensure people-based development. Our vision is to enthrone tech-based agro-industrial growth in our state. We plan to address the infrastructure deficit with a cost-effective, home-based and labor-intensive program. To our people in the diaspora, we are opening up the state for partnership in education, health, trade, investment, and tech innovations. We are creating the enabling environment for multiple cooperation to put our state on the global map of development.
True to his words, Governor Ademola Adeleke hit the ground running and has so far touched every sphere of life of the people in the first 100 days of his administration. The governor rolled out massive road construction and rehabilitation across the 3 senatorial districts that made up the state, and also ensured the continuation of road projects abandoned by previous administrations in the state. These also include the commencement of payments of salary arrears inherited from past governments to workers and pensioners in Osun State. Some senior citizens who spoke in separate interviews with Osbc News, including Chief Wale Oyeniyi, Mr. Kola Buhari, and Alhaji Salau Ganiyu, stated that Governor Adeleke has displayed a rare quality and common among politicians in this part of the world by ensuring that abandoned projects are resuscitated.
He has surprised me, especially in terms of road network and payment of salaries and arrears. Look at it. Somebody spent 8 years, he owed workers 15 months' salaries. 15 months. That is 1 year and 3 months. Another one came, spent 4 years, didn't pay couple, and he has come now and spent 2 months. That's sincerity of purpose, you know. That's what we call good governance.
When you come on board as a leader, governor, or whatever, political leader, you have to come and serve the people. You know, and once you are serving them, it means, one, their interests, their welfare, their security must be taken care of. So once you are doing that, it means you are in sync with people's choice, decision, and expectations. And I think so far, this government is trying, yeah. The payment of salary arrears, very encouraging, especially the pensioners. I'm also a pensioner anyway. It's a very good development and is a welcome one.
All pensioners are enjoying from in their homes, because formerly we weren't able to access our food or drugs. But since he has started, every pensioner is happy, and we are appreciative of his efforts. We wish him more grease to his elbows.
Besides the construction of 20 kilometers of roads across Osun State, the governor also resumed the construction of Osogbo-Ikirun-Kwara Boundary Road, which is already wearing a new look with functional solar-powered street lights. These are besides other notable ongoing projects in the health sector, such as the Imole surgical and medical outreach, which thousands of people have benefited from. These unprecedented life-changing programs of Governor Adeleke has endeared him to the people who have continued to pray for him and assured him of their support at all times. Some of those who spoke with OSBC News in Osogbo, Ikirun, and Eda, including Mrs. Nike Odeyemi, Mrs. Omolara Oloyede, Mr. Kaide Afolabi, and Mr. Lukman Oyewale, among others, commended the governor for showing the people the real meaning of good governance.
We sincerely apologize for the mix-up there. The report may still come in the course of the bulletin. Osun State Governor, Senator Ademola Adeleke, has attributed the achievement of his administration in just 100 days to his resolve to positively impact lives. The governor stated this while addressing journalists on the milestone achieved in just 3 months of assumption of office. Governor's Office correspondent Abdulrahim Adikleko's report is presented from our studios.
Listen to this.
The governor, who started with a song of praise, said he came on board at a time when the atmosphere was charged, adding that he has been able to stabilize the polity because of his belief in service to humanity. He maintained that his administration remains highly ambitious as making life more bearable for the people, as his quest to deliver on people's areas of need remains sacrosanct. Governor Adeleke identified construction of 20 kilometers of road across the state, 580 million naira presented to communities, medical outreach in Iwo, Ilaogun, Ile-Ife, as tips of iceberg, adding that this will touch every nook and cranny of the state.
For a long time, our people were deprived of a listening government. For years, the citizenry cried for a responsive leadership. When we came on board, we filled that gap and identified for the immediate action the pressing needs of various communities.
The governor said his administration has enrolled 3,332 Osun indigenes on Osun Health Insurance Scheme, construction of broken bridge at Bokusoro, Adeke area in Iwo to forestall loss of life. He announced that the long-abandoned Osogbo-Ikirun Road, which has been completed with over 20 kilometers, will be commissioned on Friday with street lights. The governor highlighted some of the road intervention projects being executed by his administration as well as other critical road interventions.
We deploy our 5-point agenda to the position. The state has set it up on route pedestrian. To that end, also people should expect more robust delivery of service as well as new initiative among those new areas and follows.
Governor Adeleke said he has summoned contractors handling Osogbo-Iwo Road to give demand quality and strict adherence to the quality standard stipulated in the bill. On agriculture, he said his administration has directed OSADEP to work out modalities for improving the sector ahead of the rainy season. He assured people of Ijesha land of the resolve of his administration to ensure a sustainable takeoff of the University of Ilesha. He also assured that efforts are ongoing to correct omission of some names in the payment of half salaries and the repayment of all outstanding half salary arrears inherited by his administration. In the future plan, Governor Adeleke said people should expect more delivery of robust and good governance, saying his administration is working to promote tourism, climate change, healthcare, informal sector, among others. Senator Adeleke said the Osun land resources will be managed through the GIS that will ensure digitalization of landed property, saying that his administration is working with a consultant in that regard. He therefore used the occasion to solicit support of the people of Osun to vote en masse for the 26 candidates of the PDP in the forthcoming elections. Highlight of the event was the presentation by Yoruba group from Mexico in appreciation of Senator Adelike's sterling performance in just 100 days in office.
Meanwhile, the Association of Veteran Journalists in the state has congratulated the governor, Senator Ademola Adeleke, on his 100 days in office. A statement by the association's image maker, Adetoye Shishitu Alamo, described the step taken by the new administration so far as bold, responsive, and people-oriented. It referred particularly to the promise made by Governor Adeleke to stop paying the house salaries left behind many years back, and commended the governor for the two payments paid workers and non-contributory pensioners in the state. Association of Veteran Journalists praised the new administration will continue to give the people the hope they desire from the government. Ahead of Saturday's State Assembly elections in Osun State, Governor Ademola Adeleke has commenced a two-day mop-up rally in support of the candidates of the People's Democratic Party across the state. Governor's office correspondent Abdulrahim Adekulekun was on the campaign trail, now reports.
Leading the campaign for the PDP candidates ahead of Saturday's elections into the State House of Assembly, Osun State Governor Senator Ademola Adeleke assured people of Ayedade, Ayedire, Olaoluwa and Ejigbo local governments of renewed delivery of good governance across the state if they vote for PDP candidates in the Saturday's polls. Senator Adeleke used the occasion to inspect the ongoing construction of Akinjole River Bridge at Owokwe area, Gbongan, where he assured the people of a timely completion and quality job. The bridge, according to the findings by Osbc, is the only direct route connecting the town to the popular Olufi market in Gbongan, which is the mainstay of the economy of the ancient town. Speaking with Osbc, Mr. Olatunde Aderemi, a business owner around the area, said the collapse of the road has brought untold hardships on the people for over 4 years that it has collapsed. He said the town made frantic effort to get the road fixed by the past administration, but all appeals fell on deaf ear.
We've been lamenting and complaining about the development. But we thank God that the new government came in, not quite long, and he has done it. My good word to it is that they should do a job that is going to last for long. We don't need a camouflage job. We appreciated it. It has been done. They keep on doing it. We thank him very much, but we need a solid, constructed work.
Findings by our news crew showed that the road was constructed between 1979 and 1983 when Chief Abiola Murakinyo was the Commissioner of Finance in the then Oyo State. At the campaign grounds, the governor, who highlighted some of the achievements of his administration in less than 100 days in office, to include road construction across the 9 federal constituencies, payments of January and February 2016 half salary arrears, free medical and surgical outreach for residents of the state, to mention just a few, thanked the people for voting massively for the PDP candidates in the last National Assembly elections and called for a repeat on Saturday.
Àwọn oníwòsàn bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ gbogbo ẹ̀ náà lẹ̀ mọ̀ àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Sẹ́ni fẹ́ sọ fún yín pé wọ́n ní kí wá dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín ni o. Ẹ ṣe gan-an ni.
The campaign train moved from Gbongan to Ile-Ugbo in Ayedire local government, where Senator Adeleke equally thanked the people for their love and support for him and the PDP. In Bode-Osi, headquarters of Olaoluwa local government, the governor's team was received with fanfare as people from across the council had converged on the campaign ground, struggling to catch a glimpse of their governor. In their remarks,